Alright, let's get right into it. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kete the 7th, and I'll be your guide today. Zenless Zone has finally released, and I'm already seeing many people downplay its combat system, with many saying Zenless Zone is nothing more than a left-click simulator. But this statement I cannot simply agree with. So today, I would like to dive into the intricacies of Zenless Zone's combat and teach everyone how to take their combat from left-clicking to performing true team combos and advanced techniques, so we all can get the true potential out of the action RPG Zenless Zone is supposed to be. Let's start by looking at the basic offense of the game. Every character comes equipped with the following: basic attacks, special attacks, a dodge, team assist, and a powerful ultimate ability. Let's go through all of these, separating them from offense and defense, and at the end of the video, you will become a knowledgeable pro in Zenless Zone and style on your opponents for the rest of the game's life. Starting with basic attacks, every character has a chain of attacks that can be performed by pressing the attack button repeatedly. Depending on your character's type, element, and the passives within their kit, it will dictate if basic attacks are more important for them than others. With characters such as Coleta being able to launch special attacks after certain parts of her basic attack sequence. Characters also have special attacks that are much more impactful abilities that can give your characters the ability to stun faster, do huge burst damage, infuse your attacks with an element, or even help your team by blocking incoming damage or buffing an ally to increase their performance in battle. But these special attacks can also be powered up and made into EX specials by filling up a character's energy throughout battle. These EX attacks are much more impactful than their predecessor and can turn the tide of battle when correctly timed throughout the fight. Be sure to learn the importance of your character's EX abilities and use them to crush your foes before they fight back. The next part of your character's kit is the ultimate abilities. These can only be used once at a time technically, and they are able to be activated through the decibel system. As you fight, you will increase this number, and once you reach 3000 decibels, you can unleash hell upon your enemy. It is recommended to wait until your enemy is stunned and save your ultimate for your main damage carry, so they can burst down your foe while they are unable to move. But you are able to bypass this one-time ultimate by triggering a chain attack. This is done once an enemy is stunned, and you can trigger it by hitting a stunned enemy with a heavy attack or an EX special. Once done, you are given the option to switch between your teammates, allowing you to use your team's ultimates without needing 3000 decibels. This is one of the most damaging attack sequences in the game, so make sure you make it count once it's activated. But you can't have a good offense without a great defense, and in my opinion, the defensive mechanics in Zenless Zone is what truly ties the combat together and makes the flow of battle feel amazing. The first defensive mechanic is dodging. By pressing the dodge button, you will perform a dodge that will evade enemy attacks, but you can also take this a step further by timing your enemy attack patterns and pressing the dodge button at the right time to perform what's called a dodge counter. These dodge counters are very powerful abilities, as time will slow down and allow you to follow up immediately with a damaging attack. This time window also gives you enough time to still perform a safe switch on another character if you want to go ahead and set up your next combo. But my favorite defensive mechanic is the team assist. There are two types of team assist: quick assist and defensive assist, and each one of them are important, so let's go over why so. Quick assist allow you to quickly save a teammate that has been attacked. This is incredibly valuable because you can instantly save an ally from dying if you were to fail a dodge or a parry. Or maybe you were just caught off guard. Well, this quick assist will switch the next character in, and while they are in their attack animation, they are completely invulnerable to damage, allowing you to catch your breath and regroup. Defensive assist are the infamous parry of Zenless Zone. If your character is a melee, you will actually block the enemy's attacks. If they are ranged, you will perform a special dodge similar to a dodge counter, but regardless of which defensive parry you perform, you can immediately follow up with a damaging attack right after. These assists will take away assist points and can be recovered with chain attacks, so be careful not to waste them all too soon within a battle before you can recover them. Zenless Zone is seen as a 3-person team, but you would be highly underestimating how important and valuable your Bang Boo is for your team. They are a true team member, and I see them as the 4th team slot. Bang Boos have the ability to not only help with team damage, but can also inflict debuffs upon your enemies. So here's some tips for fighting with your Bang Boo more efficiently. When it comes to chain attacks, you should always use your Bang Boo, as they do not count as a use within the chain attack sequence. Not using your Bang Boo is a massive waste. Bang Boos can also set up your team by applying elemental debuffs, and these debuffs can be taken advantage of by following up with a massive team combo and shredding your enemy before they even had a chance to use their powerful attacks against you. So make sure you keep an eye on your Bang Boo in combat and work with them to take down your foes together. Now for some advanced tips and tricks that will take your gameplay to the next level and allow you to unlock Zenless Zero's true potential as a combat game. The first is animation swap cancels. This is very similar to Weathering Waves if you have played before, but for those who have not, allow me to explain. You can cancel any animation in the game and go to another teammate, but the teammate you just swapped off will not leave the field until their animation is done. Here are some examples. Ben has a very long animation on his final basic attack. Instead of staying on him, swap as soon as the animation starts, and now your next character and Ben will be doing damage at the exact same time. And this technique can be done with any character that has a long animation. So other examples are Lucy's EX Special, Corrin's Dash Attack, Piper's EX Special, Nicole's EX Special, and so many more animations, and many other characters can achieve the same thing. And in some cases, you can even have 3 teammates attacking at the exact same time, and this will lead to more damage and more stun buildup much quicker. So I would recommend going to free training mode and practicing this powerful technique, as it can truly elevate your gameplay to the next level. The next advanced tip is to wait for your assist. Some characters have the ability to allow teammates to be swapped in immediately and teleport to your enemy's position. So for this example with Nicole, instead of using her gravity pull and swapping right after, use her gravity pull, wait a split second, activate assist, and now you're right next to your enemy and ready to start attacking immediately. This can not only save you time, but be much more efficient, so don't just swap impatiently all the time, wait for your assist. This next one is a big tip, but do not just parry cause you can, parry when you need to. So many people are going to find out the hard way once they reach the end game that using your assist points wisely will be the difference between a smooth fight or a struggle. If you have the ability to perfect dodge, please do so. Use the parry when you see a big attack coming and get the most out of it. Or if you see your enemy is almost dazed, then going for parries can be great because you will soon recover all those assist points back from your upcoming chain attack. Another thing I highly recommend is to save your ultimate 9 out of 10 times for your main DPS, as they have the highest multipliers in your team and can burst enemies down the fastest. There are only specific situations where using someone else's ultimate is worth it, and this is why chain attacks exist, as they allow for your other teammates to launch their ultimate without having to waste your 3000 decibels. But speaking of your main DPS, you do not always have to swap to them during a chain attack. When it comes to chain attacks, depending on the enemy, you can either do 1, 2, or 3 follow-ups, not including your Bang Boo. If you only have 1 or 2 follow-ups, it could be worth it to switch to one or both of your supports rather than your main DPS, because right after the chain attack, your main DPS can perform an offensive assist, teleporting to where the enemy is and launching an attack. And because of the 3000 decibels, your main DPS will still have the ability to use their ultimate if need be. So I would recommend only switching to your main DPS during a chain attack if the enemy is A, almost dead, or B, you have enough follow-ups for the entire team. Now let's put what we have learned together. By switching off of characters during long animations, you can have more of your team doing damage and building days meter. This can even be done with defensive and offensive assist. Using your energy correctly can set up for powerful team combos, and coordinating with your Bang Boo can set up combos that were previously not possible before. If you put all these mechanics together, you have the ability to play, in my opinion, one of the smoothest combat experiences I have ever had the chance to play. So please stop mashing and learn how to combo and fight with your team and not against it. Congratulations, you are now a Zenless Zero combat expert. Take all that you have learned today and go crush the Hollow and save the world from its disaster. Check me out on Twitter at Ket7th. Join the Discord with our ever-growing community, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. This is only the beginning, and I believe in the future. And most importantly, I believe in Zenless Zone Zero. And as always, my name is Ket7th, and with that, I'm signing out.